U7 Buy provides the most convenient, fastest, and safest way to upgrade your team with numerous positive reviews and verified by top creators from different countries with 24/7 online customer support. Before the end of October, all users who place an order for FC26 coins on U7 Buy for their first order of FC26 coins can enjoy a plus 10% coin bonus. Using my discount code Inception can get an additional 8% discount. Okay, guys, so we're going to go ahead and talk about Team 2. A little bit of a spoiler alert for people watching the RTG. This is the RTG squad so far. I am feeling better today. I'm slowly getting there. I just got to eat some dinner, and by tomorrow I should be pretty much good, right? These last 3 days have sucked. But yeah, I should be doing this video today, which is the Team 2 discussion video, as well as the content that's going to be coming out. And it's also going to be a tactic video today as well. So I guess for the RTG, we can upload that like early tomorrow because I do have to work on the player of the month cards that are coming out tomorrow. I think Mbappe is like one of them. So yeah, need to be up early for that bad boy. But yeah, the RTG has been going well so far. Again, I do apologize for being sick for the last 3 days. I was kind of hoping that we would be in a higher division. Honestly, I'm so sad to not get like the original tournament Dolan card and Pepe, because Pepe I got on the SBC account, right? These last 3 days have sucked. I've basically been bedridden for the whole time. But yeah, we were still able to get some content though, as much as possible. But yeah, the RTG episode will be coming out soon. I don't know if I'll be able to do the hero thing because it's like 100k. Yeah, boy, it doesn't got fodder like that. I'm just saying, I don't got fodder like that. Anyways, the new promo for today, or not for today, for tomorrow, is Cornerstones Team 2. So we're going to be taking a look at this. We're going to be taking a look at some of the player of the months that have been leaked as well, right? So a couple of nice choices here and there. I think reviews-wise on the channel, we do have the content account ready now. So if I have to do the player of the month cards or I have to do reviews for certain cards, we should be able to unlock them no problem, right? So the first one, and we'll talk about mainly just like the relevant ones because it'll depend on who you actually end up packing, right? Florian Wirtz could be really nice. People are using this card in the higher divisions because as of right now, his incisive pass is pretty crazy, right? Incisive pass in this game is a really, really big deal. This is why he has maintained his price because that playstyle is nuts, right? In the cam position, he also has a Shadow Striker plus or a Playmaker plus plus so that you can get attacking AI situations out of the card as well, right? So very, very important there. Hunter chemistry style. This card's gonna be really sick. His dribbling is probably gonna be in the 90s, which is gonna be pretty nuts. I don't know what this card is like because I haven't even gotten him in the draft or anything like that. But like, dude, he has a driven, he has a finesse shot. Like, he looks crazy. He looks really, really good. So obviously, as a promo card, that's gonna be pretty nuts to work with for sure. The one that we are definitely going to be doing a review for because these videos always do well whenever we can get our hands on him is going to be the Cristiano Ronaldo card. Apparently with this one, I don't know if this is a prediction, official stats and playstyle plus. Wow. Ronaldo with driven shot is kind of nuts, to be honest. He definitely needs a drastic update because his card right now obviously doesn't look super crazy. On a Hunter chemistry style, he gets a good pace and shooting boost. I'm kind of hoping that when this new card comes out with the dribbling boost, because it's a +3, you might, honestly, I'm not going to lie, you might even still use him on an engine. But the thing is that he's also a lengthy player. So that's where I'm like, yeah, you're probably still going to use him on that Hunter chemistry style just so that you can get the finishes off of the card. Driven shot is really effective in this game. It's not as effective as it was before the patch, but it's still very good, right? It's definitely one of the main ways to finish in this game. And Ronaldo with a driven shot definitely makes him pretty nice, right? It's a very, very good improvement for him. So big W there. We got Bright, female player. Debatable whether or not these players this year will be, I mean, she's 5'10". 5'10" is not a horrible area, to be honest. As a defender, it's not. 5'10" is not horrible. It's more about body type, right? If she's like a skinnier body type, she'll just get out muscled, right? But she could be like the David Alaba type. You know, she could be. Maybe she gets like a position change or something too. I didn't even know that was a thing, to be honest. So I just got like sidetracked like crazy. Sorry. Yeah, with Bright, she gets Intercept Plus, right? Intercept Plus is a really big deal. Because that's a big meta in this game. That's why Marquinhos is an absolute monster. Because those through passes are insane. So when you don't have Intercept Plus, they're a little bit more annoying to work with, right? But yeah, no, definitely a really, really big deal there. Trent is getting a card early as well, which is very good. because his card initially, like, it may be up there in price, sure, but he needs like a really big pace boost, right? So this card gets an 83 for pace. So right off the bat, if you were to get this card as a pack pull and you give him a shadow, he's probably going to be pretty usable right off the bat, which is good, right? Because right now he's up there in price just because of the Real Madrid links, but a big deal that he gets incisive pass too, right? I think for fullbacks, it's equally as important because right now, the wider formations with 4-2-3-1 wide, 4-4-1-1, they seem to be like the go-tos, right? So using incisive pass for those positions as well would definitely be a big W, right? So Real Madrid links for that too will definitely be really sick. Little, honestly, for midfielders, Little could be pretty good, especially if she has a center mid position change. She does. So center mid position change. And she only has half winger, so maybe they add more roles to her. We'll see. She's actually maintained a higher price because these cards can dribble pretty decently. And because they have like incisive pass and press proven, a lot of people like to use them in the sort of like 3 midfield areas or 1 of 2 CDMs that could potentially attack a little bit more. Because CDM wise, she still has deep lying playmaker plus, but she also has box crasher. And some people actually like to use box crasher for the CDM, right? So, you know, just to get that little bit of extra attacking. Yeah, it's kind of like similar to using 4-4-1-1, and then one guy's on box to box. It's box crasher is like almost similar. Box crasher is, I think, more aggressive, to be honest. But yeah, Claudia Pina. I mean, there's not really much to say here. Claudia Pina being released is disgusting. She's so disgusting that she has gone up in price because people know that her promo is going to be coming out, right? So because her promo is coming out, it's pretty crazy that she goes up in price even more. You know what? She'd be pretty good for the RTG account. You know what I'm saying? She'd be pretty good. But she looks pretty good, right? Nice little improvement for her. She gets that driven shot plus. Really, really big deal in that sense, right? And then with this card, she still gets driven shots, which, I mean, EA knows that she's absolutely crazy, so it's a good way to sell the packs for this weekend, right? Orban, I think like with meta players, you probably want like higher pace, but 74 is a drastic improvement. Honestly, what does he get? Block? I mean, block is still pretty good. I don't know if it's a card people will use on a consistent basis, but it depends what the pace split is like. If the pace split's actually decent, you can give him a shadow. Definitely be pretty sick. João Neves, hey, I haven't tried out João Neves this year yet, but I will say that I have tried him out in seasons. Him, Vitinha, those types of players, man, they are so nice in that center mid position. Like they're genuinely so nice. And this card still maintains a 33k price range, right? So imagine giving this bad boy a shadow chemistry style with that acceleration sprint speed boost while increasing the defensive boost. A lot of crazy stuff to work with there, right? So yeah, really, really good stuff. João Neves can definitely be a monster. Looks like he still gets a press proven. Balde getting a card is definitely really cool. He's probably gone up in price too, just because people know that he's going to be released as a promo card too. But Balde is usually one of those guys that you get in the beginning of the year, right? In the left back position. I think he may be better than Mendy. I haven't really... Mendy I've tried out in draft. I wasn't like super impressed, but the thing is I also didn't have like a shadow on him, right? Because with Mendy, he has rapid, he has block. You'd have to give him a shadow to make him faster, right? So there's all those like variables to consider too, right? But with Balde, you know, getting a card, Spanish, Barcelona links, La Liga links, a lot of good stuff there as well, right? So good little boost there. Adeyemi could definitely be really sick too. I think he could be a speed monster, to be honest with you. Let's see what he looks like here. Yeah, so quick step with base card stats improved would be a really big deal. Dribbling to 86 is massive, 82 shooting, so you would just give him a finisher and then just call it a day, man. Make his dribbling better, make his shooting better, and then if you're working with some Bundesliga links, he could be really, really sick, man. Tudom, also a very big pull if you can get your hands on him too. I'm using Tudom right now on the RTG account, and he's definitely really nice to use just for now. Because with this card, you know, Shadow Chemistry Style, he's still a lengthy player, right? With the lengthy part of his card, obviously increasing the pace, increasing the defending is really sick. And then he still has like deep lying playmaker, which is a really, really big thing, right? Because deep lying playmaker, it's weird that he has deep lying playmaker for CDM, but I think center mid has that option too, but that's not what he has for center mid. So maybe they'll do that on the actual promo card, because that'd be really sick if they actually did do that, right? Because Tudom, you know, these taller players, physical guys that kind of lock out the midfield, definitely a really big deal to work with too, right? We have Turland, who plays for Man United as a striker. Some people might be interested in that. Depends. Stiller could actually be a hidden gem, potentially, with a tiki-taka on him. Passing could be really sick. Goalkeeper is Pickford, so not much to say there. Darun for the Serie A could be a decent card, maybe. Lejulie for the French PSG links, she could be pretty cool too. That's not too bad there. And then there's a couple of other ones here and there that are just kind of like, they're more like whatever to pack, but they could still be really good because we're still in the early stages of the game, right? So some really good stuff there. What I wanted to show next is the Player of the Month cards, right? Because the Player of the Month cards, there's a lot of craziness to go around, right? So the picture that's going around for the Player of the Month is this one right here, right? So we got Mbappe, who was, I think, confirmed already for tomorrow, so we're going to have to wake up early for that if the review's out a little bit later. So to give me, the card's probably going to be like 3.5 million coins, right? So we have Erling Haaland. All of these will be worth a review, which is a W, right, for the channel, because obviously in the beginning, it's really slow for me, right? Because we wait for the content to come out and then we do stuff afterwards. This year, guys, honestly, what I kind of wanted to do was like when Friday or Saturday rolls around, I wanted to like do the player reviews for the content as well as the SBCs, and then like afterwards, then I can maybe do like a tactic video from time to time, but then focus on the RTG a little bit more, right? That's kind of like the balance that I wanted to have. My balance has been thrown off a little bit just because of me getting sick for these last like 3 days, but regardless, a couple things to mention, right? So people have been talking about Mbappe, I guess, from like the higher divisions, right? Like the more competitive players. And some people are, I'm not even kidding, they're saying like Claudia Pina is better. And honestly, with Driven Shot Plus, like I'm not super against that. But at the same time, like I have used Rare Gold Mbappe in a foot draft. Maybe you guys were able to see it during that time period, but I kept saying like, yo, this guy is literally carrying me right now. Like he is carrying me so hardcore in this draft because I had such a horrible midfield, horrible defense, and he was just banging them into the back of the net. Now, I get it, I guess, from like, people were saying from like a pace perspective, like he's a little bit weird, but I mean, as a Player of the Month, if people have the ability to unlock him through the SBC, they're going to do that, right? It's going to be a really big deal to be able to do that. Haaland is good. I don't know if people use Haaland too much in the higher divisions. I think for the Player of the Month, people would use it more because the hold-up play would be really sick to work with, right? Because with this card, the key thing about him is that he's lengthy, right? So a lengthy player like this that you give like a Hawk to or an engine chemistry style, I think it would be nice to be able to improve his dribbling, but I feel like they have to do something to that part of the card because, I mean, I will say having Driven Shot Plus is crazy, but when you hit the higher divisions and you need to be able to dribble a little bit quicker, that's where it might be maybe a little bit more of an issue. But if you play his play style where it's like more of a knockdown opportunity, lay the ball off to somebody else, and then if he gets into positions, like his driven shots will be nuts, he could still be really sick, right? So we'll be checking him out as well whenever we do get the chance. Harry Kane, I don't know if people will be like super interested in this card, right? I don't know if it's like a super, because Harry Kane is always that player that has like really low pace. And people will look at that a lot. It's not like a Haaland situation, right? Haaland doesn't have the pace as much, but like it's not like that bad, right? With the Player of the Month on the Bundesliga for Harry Kane, what I expect is for him to be just like a monstrous finisher, right? Like that's like the main thing with him for sure. So honestly, he could still be really good if you give him an engine. You just kind of like play off of that play style where, honestly, if you're using him in like a 4-4-2, it could be really good because if he actually does get that driven shot, like as a example, could definitely be really nice. Christian Pulisic will definitely be worth the review as well, because with Christian Pulisic, he already gets different position changes by default, right? He gets right mid cam, right wing striker. So all massive W's, right? And the striker position, he gets a false 9 on this inform card. But for the Player of the Month card, SBC wise, it's probably going to be worth unlocking just for the right hand side in general, because he already by default has inside forward plus for both the right mid and the right wing position, right? So that's already like a really, really big deal. He gets a quick step on this card. The links with the AC Milan players, with the Serie A players in general, obviously going to be a massive deal to work with too. And then last but not least, we do have the Claudia Pina card, who is really nuts in this game. Like that driven shot on her is crazy. The left stick comes off crazy. I never tried her out, but whenever I watch her on people's streams, she's absolutely nuts by the movements that she does. So this one is going to be a really crazy one to pack. If you do get your hands on her, she's going to be absolutely crazy for a lot of people's teams, 100%. But yeah, that's pretty much it for all the leaked content that we have. We just want to do a quick little discussion about it. If you guys want to see more of these types of videos, be sure to let me know in the comment section down below. We're going to release this video, and then we're also going to be doing the tactic for today, and then the RTG I think I'll release tomorrow. I think that's the vibes for me today. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.